Yeah, there's some people out there that wish they hadn't after this cold spell. Let's bring the music down. There we go. There we go. Bring the music down. Oh, there we go. Let me change the setting just a little bit here. We need a little more output here. A little more output. There we go. So, whoa, back off a little bit. There we go. So this cold weather today, we started at -13. It is -9 right now, and been lots of reports in the suburbs of Chicago that Tesla specifically, I guess, maybe even other EVs aren't doing so well with this extra launch. Remember, we've had this below zero thing going on for like 3-4 days now. So let's listen to Dane Placco of Fox 32 as he talks to some Tesla owners who just can't seem to get their EVs charged, and as a result, they're kind of just stuck and dead in the water.
Tell me about that. Well, Elon wants to do something about this. He'll probably help us out.
So electric vehicles may be the wave of the future, but a whole lot of owners are having trouble dealing with Chicago's bitter cold temperatures. Public charging stations have turned car graveyards over the past couple days.
Dane Placco reports on the frustration and some tips from an auto expert.
Nothing, no juice. It's still on 0%. And this is like 3 hours this morning being out here, after being out here 8 hours yesterday.
Tyree Beard was among the dozens of Tesla owners trying desperately to power up their cars in this Tesla supercharger.
So when you pay $70,000, $80,000 for a car, this would kind of piss me off, but they should know better.
Station in Oak Brook, a scene mirrored with long lines and abandoned cars at scores of other charging stations around the Chicago area.
Man, this is crazy. It's a
you're crazy for buying one of those stupid cars, lady. She got some tattoo on her neck there. Oh, jeez. Just so you know, Teslas too, if you have it towed, they charge you more than a normal car, because when they take those to the auto pound or whatever, they got to store them separately so they don't catch on fire. So yeah, here's some lefty climate control, Green New Deal people getting a big lesson in EV vehicles.
disaster. Seriously.
Oh, we got a bunch of dead robots out here.
Dead robots. This is your car?
Yeah.
But it was no laughing matter to people like Kevin Sumrack, who landed at O'Hare last night to find his Tesla dead, forcing him to hire a flatbed tow truck to try to find a working charging.
That's a great solution. Get a tow truck and have them drive around the suburbs trying to find a empty charging station. But it sounds like the temperature is an issue, because later on in this report he talks about how there's a temperature issue.
Station.
So you can get back to Indiana.
But you can't find one that's charging or working?
Either working or doesn't have cars sitting still plugged in.
You've been here since when?
5 p.m. yesterday.
So 20 hours or so.
Yeah, about.
Tesla did not respond to any of our emails or calls, but an automobile expert we talked to says there are some things that EV owners can do when it gets this brutally cold.
It's moving anyway.
Like any new technology, Dane, there's a learning curve.
Mark Bielik of the Chicago Auto Trade Association says all EV...
Seems like they've solved the issue there, right? You just push it around like the cavemen used to do many years ago. So this is why the roads are empty. No one's driving their Teslas.
EVs can have problems dealing with extreme cold, and says it's important for drivers to hit their preconditioning button before they charge their battery.
It's not plug and go. You have to precondition the battery, meaning that you have to get the battery up to the optimal temperature to accept the fast charge.
We have had extraordinary cold, but is this acceptable?
No, not at all. I mean, we pay a premium price for these Teslas.
In Oak Brook, Dane Placco, Fox 32 Chicago.
a disaster that was.
No kidding.
Oh, my goodness. And then it's so cold to have to abandon your car, you know?
Especially, I mean, make sure you're prepared out there. My husband caught me just like last week. He says, you got to have a coat in your car.
And a blanket. And
yes, just in case, because you never really know, right? All right, so temperatures out there today were very, very cold. We're dealing with the coldest air mass that we've been seeing in the last 5 years.
Wow.
To put that...
There's no shortage of bad Tesla stories. Here's one from ABC 7.
Losing weight and maintaining.
Here. Let's get this one queued up. So I hope none of you guys out there own a Tesla, or you don't. If you do, you don't live in Chicago, because not a good thing, folks. Not a good thing. I'm not on the EV thing here. Let me get this one reset here and get ready to go. So here's ABC 7's idea of what's going on with the Teslas, leaving everyone stranded.
It really is a unique story. We got several calls from drivers stranded. These are Tesla drivers. So take a look. We're here in Oak Brook. We're hearing from several Tesla drivers that these charging stations, so these cars are all dead batteries. That
seem to be all the rich people in Oak Brook, which is fine and dandy for me. Yeah, Oak Brook's very affluent, so they seem to be congregating at the mall. I'm sure there's a Tesla charging station there, so there you go. At least they got some other friends to commiserate with as they're trying to get that EV to move. As I said before, guys, I have three cars here, and they all take two of them take super premium, and I love the smell of gas in the morning.
a car is stranded. Here comes another one, hoping for something good to happen here. All of these vehicles right here, all of them have dead batteries because of those charging stations. They're not working. So these drivers came to charge their batteries in the cold, but these charging stations are not working. In Evergreen Park, same story. Take a look at that area right there near 95th and Western. We found several Tesla owners there, stranded with dead batteries from the cold and not enough working charging stations at that location. We talked to a driver here in Oak Brook, where we are, who tried to call Tesla for help, and nothing.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sure Elon Musk will be on and he'll call you back tomorrow.
Yesterday I was here and there was just lines of cars, but there was only a couple charging working, but they seemed very disorganized. Like no one knew what to do, and a lot of people were just led here by their cars.
Let's just call it the Parade of Fools. The Parade of Tesla owner fools. That's what we'll call it. Gosh. These people, save the planet, save the planet. We need to save the planet one idiot at a time. And this guy's an idiot.
Okay, so they were abandoned, basically.
So some drivers had to find rides back home. Others brought another car here to wait for these stations to get up and running, and basically to keep an eye on their vehicles. As always, in these extreme conditions, experts advise if you don't have to drive, if you don't.
That looks like an accident waiting to happen.
In these extreme conditions, experts always in these extreme conditions. In these extreme conditions, experts advise if you don't have to drive, if you don't have to leave the house, then just don't. It's simply too dangerous to wait around for anything or even be outside for any exposed period of time. These temperatures can be life-threatening. Hypothermia, frostbite can set in just a matter of moments. If you do have to be outside, if you don't have a choice, you have to go to work. For example, you take public transportation, bundle up and cover up as much exposed skin as possible. We spent just a few minutes out there doing these interviews, and it was, it is painfully cold out there this morning, so please heed the warning and protect yourself.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness.
So there you go. It's nothing personal with Tesla owners and stuff. It's just that I don't like to have EVs thrown down my throat by the government and being forced to buy something that I necessarily don't believe in. As I said before, the main reason with EVs is I like to keep my cars for 20 years or more, and with a Tesla, you're lucky you get 20 years out of it, and then you got to start doing expensive changes to the batteries and all that good stuff. I like to keep my cars. I like to keep them long. I got a 2008. I got a 2011, and a 2015, folks. I don't mind changing my tires. I don't mind changing my brakes. I don't mind changing my oil. Just don't tell me what I have to do. I will determine what I need to do. Joe Bergen does not need to tell me what I should do, when, and how. That is why I hate EVs. I hate EVs with a passion. I barely can accept a Prius. My neighbor over here's got a Prius, and I got a lot of stories about him. But anyway, guys, DJ Wonder Chrissy, Migrant Mayhem, we're dissing on EVs, we're dissing on Tesla, and if you've got a Tesla, you're a fool. You're a fool. Over and out, DJ Wonder Chrissy, Land Cruiser Midwest. We love the smell of premium gas in the morning.